Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. It's a Bible reading party. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey. Good morning. I went really basic today. Good morning. Good morning. The time is now 7:15 a.m. It is May 20th, 2020, and it is Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I got my little scully cap on. We used to wear stuff like this in the 90s, but they were made out of denim. This is just like a not quite a do-rag, but some type of cap thing to keep your hair in place. In either case, yes, I left a message. I put the message on the board first because I came onto YouTube and right before I hit the button to set up the live stream, I saw the Katahdin Cooking Mama's Homestead was live. It is extremely early. She's in Maine right now. Matter of fact, let me look real quick. What time is it in Maine? What time is it in Maine? The time in Maine is 8:17 a.m. That's what I thought. So, anyways, so it's 8:17 because she's on the same time as my Michigan family. But anyways, she was just coming from the doctor's office with her husband, and I'm thinking to myself, whoa, that's pretty early. That's a really really early. But anyways, I saw that she was live, and I was watching her, listening to her wrap it up because she had already been on right before I got on, and I guess her husband he's got some eye issues anyways, ongoing chronic eye issues. So that's why I put that little message up there. Good morning, everybody. Let's take a moment to pray for my YouTube friend Katahdin. Her full name is Katahdin Cooking Mama's Homestead. Her real name is Robin, but that's what she comes in here as. And anyways, that was on my mind and on my heart as I was getting ready to set up. Like, man, I mean, with all this pandemic stuff going on, there's people going on with just different stuff anyways that we just don't always realize. So anyway, that was at the forefront of my mind as I was getting ready to set up and come on. So take a moment, pause, send out some healing and positivity and just some prayers for my friend Katahdin and for the healing of her husband's healing and management of her husband's eye issues. So that's what that was. And that's me explaining I was just in her live, which I was. I was just in her live. Nicole is the real early bird. She's the non-host early bird. Says good morning, 40 fam. Bless the like button. There's Nightbot coming on a wee bit early. And Destiny Forever Walk says Grand Rising Kenya. Words to inspire. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither have it entered the heart of man the things he, God, has prepared for him. Have a blessed day. Thank you. I read that right before I hit the button to show my face because I was like, I know that. I know that. What is that? It's Second Corinthians. No, it's First Corinthians 2 and because I looked it up. I don't know my Bible that well, not yet. But I looked it up and I think it's come on now. I just looked it up. Yeah, First Corinthians 2 and 9. I was looking that up because I was like, man, I think I know that verse. I'm pretty sure I know that verse. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Good morning, Laverne Dorsey says. Good morning. Good morning to you. Yeah. Let me stop saying it because D.E. Nichols or Das Nichols might come in here and he'll be like, actually, Germans don't talk like that at all. He comes in here from time to time. All right, so we got 2 viewers. Bless the like button on your side because right now I see 0 likes. I see 0 likes. Sometimes this what I see on here doesn't link up. So let me see really quick. Because I have a feeling there's more people in here than I see, and I have a feeling that Okay, so I see 3 on this side. I see 3 likes on this side. I see 0 likes on that side. That's interesting. But I'm not gonna let that distract me. But I am gonna look at my stream health because yesterday it was kind of funky. It says I'm excellent. It says my stream health is excellent. It says my audio is a little bit off, so I don't know if you guys will hear the words and see me speaking first, or see me speaking and hear the words first. I don't know, but that looks good. Yeah, it says I have 5 people in here. That's so weird. It says I have 5 people in here, but it says 2 current viewers. Kenya, don't even look at that. That's a distraction. That's a distraction. Let's get on with it, shall we? Let's get on with it. So, we're here to read the Bible. We're here to read the Bible. We're here to read the Bible. It's a Bible reading party. This is my Bible. This is what I'm using. It's the New Believer's Bible. New Living Translation. It is a modern type of read of the Bible. The link to that is in the description. This is my dictionary that I use from time to time. Nelson's Compact Series. And this is a screen share of my Kindle. And we are in 1 Samuel 22 through 24. Almost done with it, not quite. Got Thursday and Friday, and by Friday we'll be finishing it up. So over here in this orange, yellow, I'm going to call it the melon colored because that's what it looks like. It's like a melon color. Over here in this melon colored, but Kenya, there's different types of melons. There's cantaloupe, there's honeydew, there's Santa Claus, there's canary, yeah, I know. But for the moment, we'll just call it the cantaloupe. Cantaloupe orangey colored box. It says that I should be reading 1 Samuel 22 through 23. To the right side, where it says checkpoints, there are points to listen out for, like a king's armor, which we covered with Saul and David. Murdered priest, which I have a feeling we're going to get to that today. Murdered priest. Yeah, I think we're going to get with that today. A wise, tactful wife, a meeting with a medium, and a time for judgment. Those are the points that we're going to hit, and this is the cover of my study guide that I'm using in case anybody's interested. A Woman's Guide to Reading the Bible in a Year, a life-changing journey into the heart of God. And the author is Diane Stortz. You could probably pick this up at your local store if you told them the title and the author, and they could order it for you, or maybe they've got a copy, or you can get it on Kindle like I did. And the link is in the description. All the details to what I'm using is in the description, along with 2 or 3 other YouTube channels. If you're into the Bible and kind of learning about it, but you don't want to, feel comfortable, have time to, or have access to a Bible, there's some Bible related types of channels. One is called the Bible Project. The other one is called The Chosen. And then another one is just like a local yokel, a regular YouTube person like me. And he is actually a pastor, and he does like it's called mini nuggets or golden nuggets, something like that. And yeah, he does sermons from his car. You can watch the sky and the trees and the birds and listen to him preach a little bit from the word and sing songs. And yeah, it's a live stream. So you can check that out. And let's do a recap. Let's do a recap, shall we? Yeah, these numbers are all off. That's so weird. It says I have 0 likes and only 2 people watching. But you know what? If it was 2 people in here watching, it wouldn't matter to me. Because those 2 people are the people that I want to see. Whoever they are. If there's 1 person in here or 2 people in here or 20 people in here, it's a party. It's a party. What? It's a party. It's a party. What? Whether 1 people, 2 people, 3 people, 4. I'm gonna have a party and I'll have some more. reading the Bible every day of the week. When I open it up, you can hear my mouth speak. Uh. I'm a 70s baby, an 80s child, a 90s teen. So you can imagine the type of rap and music I was exposed to. And it influences a lot of what I bring to y'all. Did I not just update that? I did, didn't I? Something's going on with YouTube. I just updated the title and it still says what it says from yesterday, which is maybe why the numbers are not changing. Who knows? But I am supposed to be doing a recap of 19, 20, and 21. So let's see what happened in 19, 20, and 21. This is yesterday. Yesterday, Saul tried to kill David. Yes, Saul tried to kill David. Michal, who was David's wife, that's Michal, not Michael, but Michal, his wife, was saving him. The troops came to track him down, and she hid him in the bed, said he sleep, and then the troops went back, and hey, we can't get him, man. And the king said, you better, when I say kill him, I mean kill him, even if you have to bring him in his bed. So they came back the second time, I think. Was it the second time? Yeah, they came the second time, and she had put some household idols, teraphim, under the blankets and put like a little goat's hair pillow there to make it seem like he was there. They found out he was gone, and so yeah, she saved him. Chapter 20, Jonathan helps David. Jonathan is Saul's son, but Jonathan and David are like bosom buddies. They're like blood brothers almost. And what else? Couple times David had to hide out in the fields. Once while overhearing, I think once while overhearing Saul talk to his son Jonathan, and then the second time he hid out, and Jonathan did this thing where he was shooting arrows out as a sign. Hey, if my daddy's really mad and he's tripping and he wants to kill you, I'm gonna say this one thing. But if all is well, I'll say something else, and then you'll know if it's safe to stay here in town or if you gotta, head for the hills. So his daddy was angry, and yeah, David had to flee. David fled and went all the way to Saul, way back in Ramah. Samuel. He runs from Saul and goes to Samuel, and Samuel, that was in Naoth, right? I'm trying to do a lot of this from memory instead of reading it. Sometimes I can just hit the headings, but a lot of times there's no headings, so I'm trying to speed read back through and then go by memory. Yeah. Jonathan helps David. There was the moon festival. He didn't show up. David didn't show up to sit at the table to eat with everybody. Yeah, that was the little code word. If I shoot my arrows over here and I tell the boy to go pick them up, because they had little assistants or whatever, like a cab, not a cabbie. What do you call those people that carry around the golf cart? Well, they have golf carts now. Oh, I'm getting off topic. Jonathan had a little boy to go run and get the arrows whenever he shot them out for practice. Can't think of what you call them. Ballet? Not a ballet. Anyways, today I'm thrown off. Nicole says it says 22-24. Okay. I am going to refresh my page. I know I'm going to miss some of these earlier messages, but there's not too much chat going on, so I won't miss anything. But I'm gonna just refresh my page on this side so I can start to see what's really going on, and hopefully it'll set things up so that I can see it properly. So I got to remember, Nicole was the first person in, Destiny, and then Laverne. So if anybody comes in after this point, I'm only going to see the fresh messages. This is chapter 21. My chair's moved. I tried to live stream with the chair at an angle because somebody said, those balloons keep hitting you in the head. So I move closer so not only can you see me, but you can hear me. But then when I'm working at the computer later on to do other stuff, that's when I move it back. All right. Let's try that again, shall we? All right. Bible reading party, take 2. All right. Jumping into chapter. Oh, it does say 22 through 24. Oh, okay, good. I refreshed the page. So yeah, what else happened yesterday? David runs from Saul. He went to the town of Nob to see the Ahimelech priest. Let's see. He went to the temple. The priest there gave him the sword that he took from Goliath when he killed Goliath. He took some of the holy bread. Then he went to King Achish of Gath. And to escape from being persecuted from King Achish, that's when David was feigning insanity and pretending to be mad so that they would not persecute him there. Now we're at chapter 22. Okay. I thought so. Now we're at chapter 22. Oh, it didn't get rid of my chat. That's good. There must have been a glitch the last couple weeks ago, because I would refresh the page and I would lose everybody in the chat. I'm glad they fixed that, because now my page is fine and I can still see everybody in here. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'm still feeling a little thrown off, you guys. I seriously am. I need coffee. But I'm gonna make it through. Gonna make it through. I need a little bit of coffee though. If my daughter was up, I'd ask her to bring me some, but she's sleeping. Ugh. Good morning. I am at work as I say good morning to everyone. Thank you, moderator Wiz. Thank you, moderator Wiz. Okay, I'm just now jumping in. Let me get started because whatever's going on today, I don't know. I guess I'm tired and I'm sleepy and I just feel weird. I feel weird. Chapter 22, David at the cave of Adullam. So David left Gath and escaped to the cave of Adullam. Soon his brothers and all his other relatives joined him there. Wait, so his family knew he was going there? So David left Gath and escaped to the cave of Adullam. Soon his brothers and all his other relatives joined him there. Then others began coming, men who were in trouble or in debt or who were just discontented, until David was the captain of about 400 men. You know what that reminds me of? The cities of refuge. The cities of refuge that was set up in the different towns that the Israelites took over. That's what that reminds me of. Because I'm thinking to myself, why are these people just randomly showing up at this cave? I mean, how did they know you were there? And how did they know they're going to be safe? But I'm thinking out loud too much. Too early, too soon. Verse 3. Later, David went to Mizpeh in Moab, where he asked the king, please, allow my father and mother to live here with you until I know what God is going to do for me. So David's parents stayed in Moab with the king during the entire time David was living in his stronghold. One day the prophet Gad told David, leave the stronghold and return to the land of Judah. So David went to the forest of Hereth. The news of his arrival in Judah soon reached Saul. At the time, the king was sitting beneath the tamarisk tree on the hill at Gibeah, holding his spear and surrounded by his officers. Listen here, you men of Benjamin, Saul shouted to his officers when he heard the news. Has that son of Jesse promised every one of you fields and vineyards? Has he promised to make you all generals and captains in his army? Is that why you have conspired against me? For not one of you told me when my own son made a solemn pact with the son of Jesse. You are not even sorry for me. Think of it, my own son encouraging him to kill me as he is trying to do this very day. Where is he getting this from? Where? I think the madness has taken hold of him again. This is verse 9. Then Doeg, the Edomite, who was standing there with Saul's men, spoke up. When I was at Nob, he said, I saw the son of Jesse talking to the priest, Ahimelech, son of Ahitub. Ahimelech consulted the Lord for him. Then he gave him food and the sword of Goliath the Philistine. You trying to rat him out after the fact. Trying to save his hide. Verse 11 is the slaughter of the priest. Uh-oh. King Saul immediately sent for Ahimelech and all his family who served as priest at Nob. When they arrived, Saul shouted at him, Listen to me, you son of Ahitub. What is it, my king? Ahimelech asked. Why have you and the son of Jesse conspired against me? Saul demanded. Why did you give him food and a sword? Why have you consulted God for him? Why have you encouraged him to kill me, as he is trying to do this very day? But, sir, Ahimelech replied, is anyone among all your servants as faithful as David, your son-in-law? Why, he is the captain of your bodyguard and a highly honored member of your household. This was certainly not the first time I had consulted God for him. May the king not accuse me and my family in this matter, for I knew nothing at all of any plot against you. You will surely die, Ahimelech, along with your entire family, the king shouted. And he ordered his bodyguards, Kill these priests of the Lord, for they are allies and conspirators with David. They knew he was running away from me, but they didn't tell me. But Saul's men refused to kill the Lord's priest. Then the king said to Doeg, You do it. So Doeg the Edomite turned on them and killed them that day. Hold on, let me clarify what's going on. Then the king, King Saul, then the king said to Doeg, You do it. So Doeg the Edomite turned on them and killed them that day, 85 priests in all, still wearing their priestly garments. Then he went to Nob, the town of the priests, and killed the priests' families, men and women, children and babies, and all the cattle, donkeys, sheep, and goats. Only Abiathar, one of the sons of Ahimelech, escaped and fled to David. When he told David that Saul had killed the priests of the Lord, David exclaimed, I knew it. When I was sure to tell Saul. No, I knew it. When I saw Doeg the Edomite there that day, I knew he was sure to tell Saul. Now I have caused the death of all of your father's family. Stay here with me and don't be afraid. I will protect you with my own life, for that same person wants to kill us both. That's pretty despicable. That is pretty despicable. I don't know what else to say. The Wiz has been real busy. Really? That's a good thing. That's a good thing. If you talk about it at work, I think that's a good thing. That means things are slowly starting to build back up in some momentum. All right, I don't see too much going on in the chat, so I'm going to jump right back into chapter 23, which is next. Chapter 23 says, David protects the town of Keilah. One day, news came to David that the Philistines were at Keilah, stealing grain from the threshing floors. David asked the Lord, should I go and attack them? Yes, go and save Keilah, the Lord told him. Here in Judah. But David's men said, we're afraid, even here in Judah. We certainly don't want to go to Keilah to fight the whole Philistine army. So David asked the Lord again, and again the Lord replied, go down to Keilah, for I will help you conquer the Philistines. So David and his men went to Keilah. They slaughtered the Philistines and took all their livestock and rescued the people of Keilah. Now, when Abiathar, son of Ahimelech, fled to David at Keilah, he brought the ephod with him. Remember, this is the only surviving son. That's just messed up. That reminds me of a lot of the even in modern days, people have no respect, no type of sacredness for holy places. Even if you don't believe, knowing that that is a holy place, like even nowadays, people go into churches and temples and mosques and things like that, and they shoot them up and they do just terrible, terrible things. I mean, wow, it's just like, what is that saying, sis? There's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. Evil, evil, evil people. So yeah, anyways, there's this one son that did escape. That is, what's his name? Abiathar. So Abiathar is fleeing with David here. Fled to David. At Keilah, he brought the ephod with him, which is part of that holy garment. Saul soon learned that David was at Keilah. Good, he explained. No, yeah, good, he exclaimed. We've got him now. God has handed him over to me, for he has trapped himself in a walled town. So Saul mobilized his entire army to march to Keilah and besiege David and his men. But David learned of Saul's plan and told Abiathar the priest to bring the ephod and ask the Lord what he should do. Then David prayed, O Lord, God of Israel, I have heard that Saul is planning to come and destroy Keilah because I'm here. Will the leaders of Keilah betray me to him? And will Saul actually come as I have heard? O Lord, God of Israel, please tell me. And the Lord said, He will come. Again, David asked, Will the leaders of Keilah betray me and my men to Saul? And the Lord replied, Yes, they will betray you. So here we go in verse 13. David hides in the wilderness. So David and his men, about 600 of them, now went from 400 to 600. About 600 of them now left Keilah and began roaming the countryside. Word soon reached Saul that David had escaped. So he didn't go to Keilah after all. David now stayed in the stronghold of the wilderness and in the hill country of Ziph. Saul hunted him day after day, but God didn't let Saul find him. Verse 15, one day near Horesh, David received the news that Saul was on the way to Ziph to search for him and kill him. Jonathan went to find David and encouraged him to stay strong in his faith in God. Don't be afraid, Jonathan reassured him. My father will never find you. You're going to be the king of Israel, and I will be next to you, as my father Saul is well aware. So the two of them renewed their solemn pact before the Lord. Then Jonathan returned home, while David stayed at Horesh. In verse 19, but now the men of Ziph went to Saul in Gibeah and betrayed David to him. We know where David's hiding, they said. He is in the stronghold of Horesh on the hill of Hakilah, which is in the southern part of Jeshimon. Come down whenever you're ready, O king, and we will catch him and hand him over to you. The Lord bless you, Saul said. At last someone is concerned about me. Go and check again to be sure of where he is staying and who has seen him there, for I know that he is very crafty. Discover his hiding places and come back when you are sure. Then I'll go with you, and if he is in the area, I'll track him down, even if I have to search every hiding place in Judah. So the men of Ziph returned home ahead of Saul. Meanwhile, David and his men had moved into the wilderness of Maon in the Arabah valley south of Jeshimon. When David heard that Saul and his men were searching for him, he went even further into the wilderness to the great rock, and he remained there in the wilderness of Maon. But Saul kept after him in the wilderness. In verse 26, Saul and David were now on opposite sides of a mountain. Just as Saul and his men began to close in on David and his men, an urgent message reached Saul that the Philistines were raiding Israel again. So Saul quit chasing David and returned to fight the Philistines. Ever since that time, the place where David was camped has been called the Rock of Escape. David then went to live in the strongholds of En-Gedi. I'm just looking at the postscript. Sometimes it's just referring you to other scriptures. Sometimes it's talking about other words that were used in Hebrew text. And yeah, so let me check in with you guys just to see what's what. Ed O'Berry official came in and whatever he said, took it back. So good morning, Ed O'Berry official. Good morning, good morning. And to Eva Frazier, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I just finished reading chapter 23, and I'm now on my final chapter for today. This is chapter 24 of 1 Samuel. So good morning to everybody who came in, and hello, hello. David spares Saul's life. David spares Saul's life. After Saul returned from fighting the Philistines, he was told that David had gone into the wilderness of En-Gedi. So Saul chose 3,000 elite troops from all Israel and went to search for David and his men near the rocks of the wild goats. At the place where the road passes some sheepfolds, Saul went into a cave to relieve himself. But as it happened, David and his men were hiding further back in that very cave. Now's your opportunity, David's men whispered to him. Today the Lord is telling you, I will certainly put your enemy into your power, to do with as you wish. So David crept forward and cut off a piece of the hem of Saul's robe. But when David's conscience began to bother him because he had cut but then David's conscience began bothering him because he had cut Saul's robe. The Lord knows I shouldn't have done that to the Lord my king, he said to his men. The Lord forbid that I should do this to my lord the king and attack the Lord's anointed one, for the Lord himself has chosen him. So David restrained his men and did not let them kill Saul. After Saul had left the cave and gone on his way, David came out and shouted after him, My lord, the king! And when Saul looked around, David bowed low before him. Then he shouted to Saul, Why do you listen to the people who say I am trying to harm you? This very day you can see with your own eyes it isn't true. For the Lord placed you at my mercy back there in the cave. Some of my men told me to kill you, but I spared you, for I said I will never harm the king. He is the Lord's anointed one. Look, my father, at what I have in my hand. It is a piece of the hem of your robe. I cut it off, but I didn't kill you. This proves that I am not trying to harm you, and that I have not sinned against you, even though you have been hunting for me to kill me. May the Lord judge between us. Perhaps the Lord will punish you for what you are trying to do to me, but I will never harm you. As that old proverb goes, from evil people come evil deeds. So you can be sure I will never harm you. Who is the king of Israel trying to catch anyway? Should he spend his time chasing one who is worthless as a dead dog or a single flea? May the Lord therefore judge which of us is right and punish the guilty one. He is my advocate, and he will rescue me from your power. When David had finished speaking, Saul called back, Is that really you, my son, David? Then he began to cry. And he said to David, You are a better man than I am, for you have repaid me good for evil. Yes, you've been amazingly kind to me today, for when the Lord put me in a place where you could have killed me, you didn't. Who else would let his enemy get away when he had him in his power? May the Lord reward you well for the kindness you have shown me today. And now I realize that you are surely going to be king, and that the kingdom of Israel will flourish under your rule. Now swear to me by the Lord that when that happens, you will not kill my family and destroy my line of descendants. So David promised this to Saul with an oath. Then Saul went back home, but David and his men went back to their stronghold. And that is chapter 24. And that's what I've got for you today. Today is 1 Samuel 22, 23, and 24. Don't have any commentary pieces. Everything was pretty straightforward. Unless you guys have any questions, now would be a great time to ask me the questions in the live chat. We got David spares Saul's life. No, let me go back. We have David at the cave of Adullam. The slaughter of the priests. Not just the priests, but the priests and their families. And the only person that got away was Abiathar. We have David protects the town of Keilah. David hides in the wilderness. And David spares Saul's life. Yeah, that's it for today. Pretty straightforward. I'll give a shout out to the folks in the room. Me, I Tone says, hello, host. And prayer for you, prayer hands. Hello, me, I Tones. How are you doing today? You are new here, right? I don't think I've ever seen you before. How'd you find me? Who told you to come in here? Well, you are most welcome. You are very, very, very welcome. Did you know that you were in a Bible reading party? Did you bring your Bible? Did you bring your Bible and did you wear your party clothes? You don't have to do either one of those. You really don't. But I do have something for you. See, usually when folks go to the house of somebody giving a party, you bring a housewarming gift or you bring a gift for the host, right? When you come here, I give you a gift. This is your gift. Ooh, I'm buffering. Me iTones, welcome to the party. That is your gold star of participation for leaving your very first comment. So welcome, welcome. If you like the Bible and you like people reading to you, come back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, because I do this every day. You can check out my other videos. Most of my videos talk about business, entrepreneurship, and positive stuff like that. But every morning, if you're awake, you can come in and you can participate in the Bible reading party. So yeah, that's what's going on there. But yes, let me do my roll call because I'm all done. I'm all done, you guys. This was a quick read. So shout out to Nicole, who was the early bird. Shout out to Destiny Forever Walks. Shout out to Laverne Dorsey. Shout out to The Wiz. Shout out to Edelberry Official. Even though you didn't say anything else, you said one thing and took it back, but that's okay. Shout out to you anyways. Shout out to Eva Frazier and shout out to Me iTones. Yes. Thank you all for today's hanging out with me during the Bible reading. And let's see what else we got. Did my roll call. And after that, the only thing there's left to do is a quick prayer on the way out the door to lead us into this fine Wednesday morning. Well, it's Wednesday morning for me. It could be, I don't know what time it is for you, but to have a fine rest of the day, rest of the evening, because I know people do check in from different places. So, yeah. On that note, this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And of course, rejoice means to put gladness into yourself. Make yourself joyful. Make yourself happy. Only you can rejoice. Only you can rejoice. So, Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for this wonderful Wednesday. It's hump day, halfway through the week. I am thankful for this opportunity to come on YouTube and read my Bible and host my Bible reading party for all my YouTube friends, because all my friends are on YouTube. Lord, thank you for the freedom to read my Bible without persecution. Thank you for the safety and comfort of my home that I can read it in. Thank you for the miracle of technology that allows me to push a button on this computer screen and talk to other people in other places and spaces, but yet we're still all in the same room, which is the chat room, and we can still hang out together. So I thank you for that miracle. As I'm remembering again, I do bring to prayer the family of Katat and Cookie Mama Homestead, who's I normally would bring personal prayers offline, but since it's still on my mind, since I was in her live stream earlier, Lord, just bless her and her family with her husband's eye issues and eye condition, and bless him, bring healing to him, bring healing and wholeness to her and her family. And to anybody else who is in need, Lord, I just pray that you bless everyone in the live chat, even on the replay, with whatever issues they may be having, whatever breakthroughs they may be looking for, whatever healing they're requesting, whatever their needs are, Lord, bless them, but not just a little bit, but so much so that it will be seen as a miracle, because they will flourish and be blessed in such a way that they know it only comes from you. My only other prayer, Lord, is that everybody listening is encouraged to read the Bible in their own time so they can come to their own understanding and build their own relationship with you and build up their faith, as we all need faith and comfort in this very uncertain time. That is my prayer today, Lord. Amen. Amen. This is a wacky Wednesday. It's Wednesday, y'all. We've only got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, a couple more days to go. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Entrepreneur Drive 40, Entrepreneur Drive. Entrepreneur Drive 40, Entrepreneur Drive. Entrepreneur Drive 40, Entrepreneur Drive. Thanks for watching, share, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you at the next Bible reading party, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time.